GloRilla versus Bro-Rilla and family entitlement. Let's talk about it. They 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 talk about it. Welcome back to She Could Talk the Podcast. I'm your host, Gangalee. Hey, and that's Gangalee on all streaming platforms. If you want to check out my music, look for the red glasses, look for the locks. You tell me if I can rock, okay? Okay. But over here on YouTube, on She Could Talk the Podcast, this is where I react to everything. I react to news, sports, crimes, musicians, politicians, YouTubers, TikTokers. If they're talking about it, I'm talking about it, okay? Okay. So as you can see from my title, this is my basically reacting, my weekend review reaction to all of the stuff that was going on with GloRilla and her sister Victoria, or as I like to call her, Bro-Rilla, because what is going on over there? Yeah, it was a big another celebrity dealing with family publicly and the self-entitlement, right? Can we talk about that? So GloRilla basically was out and about minding her business, being a successful young black woman, and here comes her twin sister. That is her twin sister, guys. Yes, Victoria. So it was Gloria and Victoria, and Gloria went on to be GloRilla, and Victoria went on to be GloRilla's biggest hater, apparently. Okay. So apparently this week she did interviews. First of all, she went viral for basically airing out, saying that her sister doesn't help her out. And her mom still works at FedEx, and she bought her dad a house, but it's full of roaches, a whole bunch of stuff, and basically saying how her sister is not who we think she is, and she's gonna air out. So I'm listening, as I was listening to it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna kind of let it play out because me, I don't like to be the first to rush to it, and I'm happy I didn't because I was able to get basically a full story being told here, right? So we're going to start out with her TMZ interview. Then we're going to react to some of her lives. And then I'm going to kind of go into some of what the people, the temperature of the internet, what the people think about Bro-Rilla and her angst with her twin sister. Now I'm calling her Bro-Rilla, but I'm going to be it's honestly, I think it's better than what she calls herself. She calls herself Scarface Woods on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. Scarface was, so you can look her up. You can see all of her antics up close and personal up there. But I think it's fitting to call her Bro-Rilla because she is the complete opposite of GloRilla. But anyway, what I wanted to do without further ado is I wanted to get into her TMZ interview because there's a couple of things about it that I just want to react to for starters, and then we'll continue on, shall we? Let's go.
Your sister, start with just your grievance that you feel that your sister has an obligation to share the wealth.
Hey, yeah, she got an obligation to share the wealth. We sat here and we struggled together. Took baths and bars of water, rest, roaches, all that. Yeah, she obligated. Is them friends obligated? She doing everything for them. So yeah, I feel like I'm obligated.
What is it you think she's...
First strike already out the gate. Why are you so confrontational with the people asking you questions over here at TMZ? Just say, do you think your sister's obligated? Yes. No couth, no professionalism, no sort of etiquette. And it's so interesting that you can see it. Whenever you see siblings and one is super successful and the other is not, it is a big difference in their personalities. Trust me, guys. You wouldn't even think they came from the same womb or grew up in the same home. And this is a prime example right here because you're doing an interview with TMZ. Now, even if you've never done an interview before, you should have some type of inclination of how to be or how to act during the interview. But she feels that she's entitled. So let's continue.
Not doing for the family. What is the... you're making it sound like there's a real financial hardship. Describe what you're talking about.
She's not doing nothing. 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 She's not doing nothing for family. At all. She do little oohs and ahs for our parents or whatever, but barely nothing because my mama still clocking the clock at
She do little oohs and ahs. I thought that was so hilarious. It's like it's like she is super jealous of her sister. I don't care what anyone says, but let's continue.
FedEx. Oh, she don't want to work. Gloria got y'all believing this fake ass, imaginary ass thing where she retired them. No, she did not. My dad retired because his time was up. She's supposed to have retired my mama, but she didn't. My mama still clocking the clock at FedEx.
Why does she owe it to you to support you and to support the family beyond what she wants to do? It's her money, right?
Because don't go on no interviews talk about our struggle.
So that's the thing. It's GloRilla's struggle too. You see what I'm saying? You can be in the same household with someone and your struggle and your experience is completely different from them. I'm telling you. I'm literally it's a family on YouTube that I watch, that I react to, that I have reacted to in the past. I've slowed down on reacting to them. But there's 3 boys in the household, right? And you could tell just based on, all 3 of them are living 3 different experiences in the same home. One is treated like the golden child. He does no wrong. He's not even the smartest kid, right? Which I just found that out recently. But because, he's the golden kid, even if he's wrong, they're going to make up an excuse for him, right? So he's okay. He doesn't feel like he's living a bad life or he has a lot of struggles or hard work to do daily because they kind of dole those harder jobs or chores out to his siblings, right? So those 2 other siblings' perception of what they're going through may be completely different than what that kid went through. Am I making any sense here? So let's bring it back to GloRilla and her sister. They're in the same household, right? But your struggle, it seems like you enjoyed the struggle or you enjoyed what was going on, right? And GloRilla realized her struggle and made it a point of her duty to get to a point in life where she doesn't have to struggle. Am I making any sense? So when I don't care, everyone's perception is different in the same household, and it's her story to tell. So you're talking about she's telling our struggle. No, she's telling her struggle, Bro-Rilla, and you can tell your struggle, right? However you choose to do it. I guess you choose to do it this way, but that's GloRilla's struggle too. She grew up in that environment too, and she just so happened to be one of the ones that made it out. But it's her story to tell too. So you can't gatekeep the struggle. And to me, that makes me feel like she, Bro-Rilla, likes the struggle. Because who gatekeeps struggle? Let's continue.
You want to do that's not right. You don't sit here and talk about struggles, sit here and struggle with. It's not one sibling. You got 9 other siblings. She get her money just because she got plenty other in Memphis. She getting money too. I got 2 siblings staying down there in Atlanta with her that she treat them like housemaids. Y'all keep on painting this picture like she's just a good person, an upright person. She's not.
So here's something that Glo pretty publicly did last year when your dad, you said he retired. His time was up, so he retired. And she bought him a brand new Jaguar as a retirement gift, right? And we saw this back in
Listen
November.
to what she says.
I mean, that's pretty nice to give someone a Jaguar, no?
Yeah, what picture of the Jaguar do you have?
I just know it's a white Jaguar.
What picture, what evidence do you have of the brand new Jaguar?
Are you saying that the Jaguar was not, she didn't actually give him a
It
Jaguar?
was nowhere near new. What evidence?
So and I don't even think they even heard each other, the TMZ guy and the sister. So he said last year we saw she publicly bought your dad a Jaguar. Is that not true? So it looks like he retired and she bought him a Jaguar. She goes, what picture do you have of the Jaguar? The Jaguar was nowhere near new and it wasn't a brand new Jaguar. So she is nitpicking, saying that it wasn't a brand new Jaguar. But she's not saying that the sister didn't buy her dad a Jaguar. So that's how you know it's hate, right? Because you could be like, my dad's retired. He really doesn't need a brand new car with a crazy property tax or, insurance or whatever. I can get him a nice used Jag paid for. He doesn't have to worry about the car note and he has an affordable insurance. Like you just, when you are in a position of, earning money, making money, and just being business oriented, you could see stuff like that is not gonna make or break you, right? It's not impressive. Oh man, it's brand new versus old. It's a car. It's a car that you didn't have to buy yourself. But anyway,
Do you have for that brand new jail?
There was
There's
an
an
Instagram
Instagram
video.
And
video
of
of it.
course, she gonna try to make it look good for y'all. My dad over there broke as a mother right now.
Let's say she has
them two are
$2
bugging
million.
out.
How much of that does she owe to you and the rest of the family of that 2 million?
Listen to this.
She can get all of her like 2,500 a piece.
How much?
2,500.
25, like how for? That's it, just 2,500 flat, or is that a?
2,500 flip.
I think GloRilla.
Let me hit the what. So, do you see both of their faces? They were flabbergasted. Like, what? Wait. 2,500. And she said, "Yep, just 2,500 a piece. So $2,500. You're up here on live, going crazy on your sister for $2,500. That is crazy. Your sister could have probably given you that on a bad day. Like, hey, yo, sis, I'm, running behind on some bills, or I need, trying to get a new car. I want to trade in my car and upgrade. Could you help me? Like, 2,500 is understandable if you're asking for a one-time situation, but she literally sounds like she wants GloRilla to divvy up her estate for family. And you already know people that don't earn it, people that have not worked for it, will lose it quick. All right. That's why, I always say there's things that, if you value your money and you value your items like your car, you would never lend either of those things out to people. Never loan them your car because people are not going to drive your car or take care of your car the way you would. And never loan money because that can open up a vortex of hell. All right. Especially if you're giving or loaning money to someone who doesn't respect earning money, if that makes any sense. Because this girl straight up and down came on TMZ and said all she wanted was 2,500 a piece. Do you know how quick you spend 2,500? Man.
Think she would jump at that.
I think if
And
that's
that's
all
not
you
a
want, I think
flex.
Glow might jump at that.
But imagine her being on for 4 years and not giving us zero. None at all.
What does your mom think about you going public with this whole thing?
Uh, at the end of the day got to end. I don't give a
Because my mama wanted us to, she didn't want us to be.
So that was Victoria, GloRilla's sister, on TMZ. So this is footage from when I guess Charlemagne the God, I believe it was, did an interview with GloRilla. And he was asking her about her large family because I believe it's like 10 or 11 siblings or 11 of them altogether. They grew up in a heavily religious household, guys. They were homeschooled. Okay? They did not interact with other people outside of their siblings. All right? Now, kudos to GloRilla because she definitely seems like she was probably one of the ones that made it out. Okay. Now, am I going to say unscathed? I don't know because I'm a little concerned about the plastic surgery these days, but that's another story here nor there. I try to stay out of it. But for the most part, she's successful, right? She's doing her thing and she's living her life. If I was her, I wouldn't want to remember and go back and constantly be reminded of the struggle. Who? Who wants to be constantly reminded of the struggle? But there's a couple of things that stuck out to me. So right here, this is apparently GloRilla when she was younger and her mom. So that's her mom. And I want you to listen to a few key points right here that GloRilla says about her mom. I thought it was very interesting.
Of the world. That's what she used to say. she wanted to keep us like my mama was like she a super Christian, and so yeah, she didn't want us to be in the world. I guess.
A super Christian.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a regular Christian and a super
Like
Christian?
my mama, like my mama go to church as many times the church open. My mama there. If she could be there 7 days a week, she gonna be there.
And you got what, 9 siblings, right? Do all of them have some type of religious reference in their name? Because you hallelujah. Is there like an amen and the others like?
No, like she named a lot of names out of the Bible. Like my brother named Daniel, my little sister named Miracle. Um, my youngest brother named Joshua, and she say that's the Hebrew name for Jesus, and she was like that's her last child, and she was like it is finished. Like that's what Jesus said on the cross. So yeah, she did do a lot about biblical references with us.
Closer, and I walk outside to a Malibu bitch.
So let me hold it right there. Let's go back a little bit real quick.
My youngest brother named Joshua, and she say that's the Hebrew name for Jesus, and she was like that's her last child, and she was like it is finished. Like that's what Jesus said on the cross. So yeah, she did do a lot about biblical references with us.
I'm gonna hold it right there. So what to me was very significant, or what stood out to me about that little segment there that I captured, and I'm gonna put the link for because it's escaping me right now, but I did capture this from another content creator who was reacting to it, and I said this was very interesting because I wanted to react to GloRilla actually answering the question about her mom and her other siblings being religious and how that was, right? And the thing that stuck out to me was it seems hard to talk about, right? So that coupled with Bro-Rilla saying how they had a struggle and they lived a hard life and everything like that. Imagine 10 children in a super religious home being homeschooled, not allowed to interact with other kids in extracurricular activities or otherwise. Imagine, right? And with these type of scenarios, it is 50-50 where and the fact that they had 10 kids is a good even split. My theory is 5 are okay and 5 are not okay. That could be the absolute 50-50 split. Like 5 are successful, working, upright citizens, and maybe there's 5 that are in and out of, jail or violence and, just mental. We already see 1. So these 2 ironically are twins. So this is a great even deeper look at the 50-50 split. 2 twins grew up in the same household. One's a superstar, rap star, and the other one is like jealous, entitled, right? And then it could be a couple of other things that could be said about it. So we are going to fall down the rabbit hole to kind of see there. But to me, I feel like I see that common denominator a lot. Homeschooling the kids, super heavy religious, the mother having like a lot of kids, but is it really godly to have so many kids and neglect them? Because between GloRilla talking about her childhood and between Bro-Rilla talking about her childhood, we got to meet somewhere in the middle and say that they're both right. And this definitely was a struggle. And then we look at the mom. Her mom's a good looking lady. She doesn't look too crazy or too off her rocker, but something wasn't right, right? And she, still works at FedEx because in her mind, and to me, in my opinion, I don't think it was ever about the kids. In my opinion, I'm not trying to judge GloRilla's mom. It's always been about her taking care of herself, and because that's a lot of kids. Somebody got neglected. And we'll say, like, we'll leave it there. But I thought that was interesting because it seems like when GloRilla was talking about it, right, talking about her family, talking about her mom in particular, she had like a little hesitance in her voice. If you heard what I heard, I picked up on a little bit of hesitance, or maybe like it was a traumatizing time in life for her, dealing with 10 siblings and a super religious mom. She said her mom would go to church any day the door of the church was open. So between working and church, When did you take time with the 10 children you had? Of course they were there to fend for self.
Closer, and I walk outside to him.
So now we're gonna go down the rabbit hole. It says, finesse 2 times says Glow's sister needs to shut the F up amid her going live and complaining about not receiving help. And so this is from the Neighborhood Talk. And they said, Finesse 2 times said, somebody tell GloRilla's sister to shut the F up, right? Now, this is GloRilla and her sister right here. The 2 twins right here. So in happier times, allegedly. And I'm kind of with Finesse 2 times on it.
Malibu, bitch.
Listen to this part.
Like this what Jesus said on the cross. So yeah, she did do a lot of biblical references with us.
Closer, and I walk outside to a Malibu, bitch.
She
I'm
said,
talking about, you know how embarrassing it is to be at the club of that's closer, and I walk outside to a Malibu, bitch. I'm talking about, my mama don't even text her.
So she was, basically venting. You hear the people in the background with her laughing at her. A lot of these people will egg you and gas you to go online and to make a fool of yourself, just so they can have a front row seat for the train wreck. I'm telling you. So, she was saying, how embarrassing it is. I'm going to the club and I'm like, oh, that's Glow sister. And then I'm walking outside to a Malibu. So guess what? It ain't that embarrassing, because if that was like something that bothered you, you would have turned that into fuel. Hear me out now. You would have turned it into fuel to say, you know what? I'm going to do something equally great in my own right. I'm going to show them that, yeah, my sister's a successful rapper, but I'm successful too at what I do. And yeah, my Malibu or my BMW, I bought it myself. I don't need no sister to do it for me. You see what I'm saying? It's like how you use your fuel, right? You can use this fuel of the people laughing at you because you're driving a Malibu. There's people out there that got to take the bus that are related to celebrities. There's people on the train daily that are related to celebrities that don't even see the celebrities, or even much less could reach out to them and ask them for $2,500. Okay? But nonetheless, you're complaining about a Malibu. You should have used that as fuel to become better and do better. GloRilla is not your mother. Okay? Your mother pushed out 10 of y'all and neglected y'all. Allegedly. Not GloRilla.
Like that. Our mama don't text like that. What the fuck that day did? You mad because you got exposed to everything coming to light. She still working at FedEx.
So this is her responding to GloRilla put up some screenshots of some receipts, basically showing that the mom was like, yo, thank you do so much for me, blah blah blah. And she was like, there was no date on those receipts because it's old and you're lying. It's like, just say you hate your sister. That's it. Just say you hate your sister, because I don't think that siblings should be this obsessed with their siblings. Like, you grew up in the same house, you had the same amount of time in the day, the same hours in the day, the same opportunity, if not but more opportunities in some cases, and you threw it away. So don't be mad at her for doing what she wants to do. Does that make any sense?
A manager just inboxed me. Appreciate that, manager. Take care of my mama while you there. She go to work from 3 to 5 or 3 to 6. Stop lying. Now, where?
So this right here, I'm gonna pause it real quick. So she said that she got robbed and assaulted because people knew that she was GloRilla's sister. Now that's another thing. I mean, you do look like GloRilla, and I could see probably why she may have like altered her look a little bit to look less like GloRilla. I could see that. But you could just chill. You don't have to be everywhere, because you're putting the target on your back yourself by saying, hey, I'm GloRilla's sister, confirming you're GloRilla's sister, and then hanging out in shady places with people that's like, well, if you GloRilla's sister, where's your car? Where's your money? So anyway, let's read into this. Memphis, Tennessee. On February 4th, 2024, so virtually a year ago, 2 years ago at this point. On February 4th, 2024, at approximately 7 p.m., officers responded to a robbery at the 2700 block of Carnes Avenue. Officers were advised that the victim was walking in the area when she was approached by a male. The male pointed an unknown firearm at her head and took her wallet. The male was accompanied by 3 additional males. No arrests have been made. This is an ongoing investigation. The photos of the suspects are attached. And so, kind of gives you a little bit more like Crime Stopper tips, etc. So she was like, so why are you sharing shit saying I'm begging? We can do teas all night. So GloRilla didn't rob you. Or is she trying to say that GloRilla got her robbed? Like I'm trying to figure that out. But to me, I feel like GloRilla didn't rob you. So what was the purpose of sharing this? This to me is another reason why, another prime example why you need to lay low and chill. You need to bubble up on the low, stop going where you're going, because clearly these people don't respect you. And if they think that you got any type of money that GloRilla has, or have access to GloRilla's money, they're gonna choke you out. It reminds me of Brianna. Like last week, Clarissa Shields' sister Brianna said her home got broken into. Remember, guys? And I said it too. I said, "Hey, look, you're putting it out there. You're on live streaming, showing Clarissa pulling up in a Rolls Royce in Atlanta. That's prime Lick City. So Memphis, Tennessee, I don't see it being any different.
Because what? Because what?
So this is she's trying to say that she got robbed because she's GloRilla's sister.
And shit, bitch. Then she gonna put FedEx on there, bitch. That's where our mama work, bitch. Okay, y'all. Here you go, right motherfucking here. These niggas robbed me. It was 4 of them. They beat the shit out of me. Dragged me inside of a house. I'm talking about I'm walking. I'm in the jump walking.
Look at her.
These folks has come behind me before I can even put my hand.
Let me pause it and see. And this is the thing. Clearly it looks like she's part of the LGBTQ plus community. And I don't have no problem with that. But I still feel like you should still recognize that you still are a woman, right? Why are your pants down there? Like, we're literally looking at this red right here that I'm putting my mouse on is her underwear. Let me go back a bit so you can see when she gets up. I mean, and then you wonder why 4 men beat you up in the manner in which they did. You are Bro-Rilla.
Get out of me. Drag me on the side of a house. I'm talking about I'm walking.
Look at her pants. Look.
Walking.
Look.
These folks has come behind me before I can even put my hand in my motherfucking, they just cluck me upside the head with a motherfucking AK. Here you go, right here, on God. And I showed the fuck did press charges, bitch.
So, did it change? Yeah, it's the same thing. It says no arrest was made.
3 additional males. How I got robbed because of you, bitch. You want to sit here on Facebook and play and laugh and shit, ho?
You didn't get robbed because of her.
Grabbed me by my motherfucking hoodie, twisted that hoe, dragged me on the side of the house and beat the shit out of me. And the old lady came outside and stopped them. They damn near could have killed me. But you want to laugh and shit and be funny. Oh, that shit ain't funny, bitch. I don't find that shit funny at all. Then you talking about Indeed. You got a nick.
I would have told you the same thing. So GloRilla apparently, like when all this stuff started going down and she's doing all these interviews and saying that GloRilla's not helping, GloRilla said, Indeed.com. And I don't blame her. I laughed when I saw that because we came out the same mother. Like, my mother made you. My mother made me. You see what I'm saying? My mother didn't, whatever blueprint she gave you, she gave me. Or whatever lack of blueprint she gave you. I lack the same blueprint. So the same way I had to figure it out, you got to figure it out. You see what I'm saying? So to me, I think that's super lame and super crazy that she's like over here really trying to hold GloRilla responsible for her downfalls in life. Technically, your mom had 10 kids. Let's start there. I think after 3 is neglect. Neglect will ensue if you have more than 3 kids. And I'm not saying my grandmother, just to go there, my grandmother had 6 children out her. Not adopted, not added on, not stepped. She gave birth to 6 children. So I come from a large family, and those 6 children had children, had children, had children. So I come from a large family. So I'm not here to say like, oh no, you should. Anyone who has a large family, it's bad. But I also feel like when you have large families coupled with certain nuances like extreme religion, homeschooling, isolation, that's a recipe for a lot of interesting things. Bro-Rilla, for example. And in some instances worse, right? Because she's not even really that bad. She's, to me, in my opinion, I feel like Victoria, which I'm calling Bro-Rilla, but her real name is Victoria. I feel like Victoria's crying out for help. Obviously, she's crying out for money from her sister. But I think this is bigger than GloRilla, and this is bigger than anything that GloRilla can do to fix it. But let's continue.
I know it ain't gonna be me no more. It probably never was gonna be me. Y'all want me to sit here in silence everywhere I go? Oh, you look like Lo. Oh, you sound
was the
like
problem.
her. You even laugh like her. I'm talking about, you know how embarrassing it is to be at the club, mother. That's Glossa. And I walk outside to a Malibu bitch.
They
Y'all don't know how embarrassing that is. I
They be laughing.
I was like, yeah, this is my other car. You know what I'm saying? The other one in the garage and Cordova in the, yeah. Fuck. You
Why?
know how this shit feel?
No, but why lie? You could just be like, so what? I got a Malibu. I'm driving, and my sister does. And my sister's not responsible for me. You don't even have to explain anything to anyone. You could just hop in your car and drive off. And then and if you just didn't carry the chip on your shoulder, people will rock with you for you. They'll be like, yo, that's GloRilla's sister. She funny as hell. She cool as shit. And you could build your own, your own reputation, But it's like you're carrying a chip on your shoulder because you're like, oh, I'm driving a Malibu, and all these people are saying, oh man, that's Glo's sister, and you're in a Malibu, and I look just like you, and I'm in a Malibu. So what? Do you rap? Have you said to GloRilla, put me on the song? Like, I don't know. Let's continue.
Them folks said, bitch, you have my whole face.
You're twins.
But see, y'all ain't understanding this shit. Her success is our success, bitch. Whether y'all like it or not. But she want to act like it's not.
Because it's not. It's not. When I go to college and I get my degree, that's not our degree. I went to college. I paid the tuition. I stayed up studying, did the reports, the presentations, walked across the stage, got my degree. Her success is not your success. You see what I'm saying? Like people people like Victoria here, aka Bro-Rilla, do not like to do the hard work. But they could do exactly what they do. Go to the internet or go to anyone who will listen to talk shit about you and tell them how you don't do for them. And believe it or not, there's people out there, and I got proof because we're going to go down the rabbit hole, that will still help her. Regardless of her smashing and bashing her sister's name, they will still help her.
So now, Gloria, you pushed me to this shit. Y'all talking about why you bringing shit on the internet. How long have it been?
You shouldn't have.
How long have it been? I know it ain't going to be me no more. It probably never was going to be me. Y'all want me to sit here in silence everywhere I go.
And I just peeped. They still got the Christmas tree up in the background. You know how I do, y'all. Still got the Christmas tree. What is going on?
Oh, you look like Lo. Oh, you sound like her. You how have it been? 4 years, right? When is this bitch? She probably gonna sacrifice me.
Bro, look this way, bitch. I told you don't go live.
Did you hear that, y'all? I gotta hit it with the laugh. So she's mid sentence talking about her sister GloRilla. Then she says, she's probably gonna sacrifice me. And they said, yeah, we told you not to go live. You notice she's the only one on camera. They're in the background laughing at her, laughing at what she's saying, egging her on, watching her do this. They're really not stopping her from doing it. You know, they're kind of coaxing her and egging her on to do it. She caught a little bit of epiphany, like, yo, she might sacrifice me. Or she might, And they said, yup. We told you not to go live. Listen to this. She like this thought about that mid sentence. Look.
Is this bitch? She probably gonna sacrifice me.
wait.
Oh, why you
Let
ready
me
to
go
jump
back.
in there? How long have it been? How long have it? I know it ain't gonna be me no more. It probably never was gonna be me. Y'all want me to sit here in silence everywhere I go? Oh, you look like love. Oh, you sound like a. How long have it been? 4 years, right? When is this bitch? She probably gonna sacrifice me.
Look this way, bitch. I told you don't go live. I told you not to do this shit neither, but shit, you probably already is sacrificing that.
The guy said, she probably already is sacrificing you. I told you not to go live. And I look at her. She's like, wait a minute. I might get sacrificed. That's crazy.
Illuminati, yeah, Illuminati. Yeah, the bitch still in Memphis. It ain't hard to find her. She look just like me. She probably gonna sacrifice my ass. I ain't gonna lie.
She gonna cry you.
How long have it been? 4 years, right? When is this bitch? She probably gonna sacrifice me.
She thought about that, right?
Shit crazy how a motherfucker get some little money in that pocket. And let's not forget, bitch, we had a cousin with you, and you booted her out the group because you claimed some money came up missing. But I think it's just you don't want family with you. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. So this is my thing. Just need one time for some money to be missing around me. Just one time, I'm good. And the way I'm set up anyway, a lot of people that do come encounter or come around me, they kind of be like, you act like you were an only child. You know, you're very territorial about your things. I know exactly where my stuff was, where it's at, how I left it type of individual. And that is because of the way I grew up. You know what I'm saying? When you have siblings put you through the ringer, right? So I get that part.
That was with you? You booted out the group claiming that she stole some money from you? You claim she did this shit, bro?
You just need one time and I'm out.
And you got our 2 siblings down there being fucking slaves?
But why you not down there?
For $40 on a phone bill, bitch?
Talking about she got 2 siblings down there being slaves. Are they being slaves or are they working for their keep? Because I'm saying, if I was poor and I was in a struggle with you all, what would you be doing? If I had no money, if I wasn't GloRilla, what would you be doing for money? Right? So if I'm in a position where I am, taken care of, I'm well off, and I'm bringing you into the mix, then now you should be able to earn your keep, in my opinion. And that's how I feel. Earn the keep. But let's continue.
You don't remember? Oh, fuck. Talking about some Indeed.com. But y'all want to talk about me. I wasn't even finna go live no more. I was just finna do interviews on the sorry ass bitch. I wasn't finna go live no more. That's all I finna do was a couple of pieces of interviews.
Couple of pieces of interviews. Look how you see the laughing emojis because she's live and people are laughing at her. But this is the other part that's funny to me. She says that she was just gonna do interviews. You know TMZ paid her. You know whatever interview that she's doing, she's getting paid. So now you're turning into Bro-Rilla for sure, right? So you're getting paid for interviews. You're in the limelight now. How is your mentality going to change?
I'm seeing myself on the big screen with Brandon Ingram. She with a basketball player. She ain't
Jealous.
even making music no more for y'all.
So why are you worried about it?
And she ain't even trying to make a tune, a piano, a guitar, nothing for y'all. She with Brandon Ingram.
They said,
Oh, that mean you watching, bitch. That mean you watching, hoe. Fuck. You just mad because all that shit getting out. You better stop fucking paying me if I call Clea on your stupid ass. The one that stomped you with them Timberlands, bitch. Stop playing with me, hoe. Oh, God. I know you got in 3-4 fights with her and still lost. So, bitch, that yeah, Sanchez sat there and watch you, bitch.
do you see what I'm saying? Like, what when a sibling does this, when a sibling shares your downfall and they get take advantage of an opportunity to make you look bad, you gotta watch them. You gotta watch them. If I was you, GloRilla, I would not. This sibling, you gotta leave her where you left her. At the end of the day gotta end. You gotta leave her where you left her. And then this is the same sister. I want to say GloRilla, and I just was batching, so I just seen it this morning. But GloRilla put up I guess her Victoria's mugshot and the charges from 2015 when Victoria attempted to shoot GloRilla. She attempted to do this to her own sister in 2015. So that's a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? That's almost 11 years ago, right? So 11 years ago, this girl, tried to kill her twin sister. And now 11 years later, she's, calling her everything but a child of God and saying how her sister ain't this, her sister ain't that, and then saying, I'm going to call someone to go ahead and beat someone that previously beat you up to come and beat you up again. So everything about this individual towards GloRilla is dangerous. So I would say keep security around you if you ever have to go to a family function that you need to be in attendance at, because I don't know if I would even go. But if you have to go, bring security. Keep this one at a distance. And I understand it, but siblings, family, siblings, you gotta love your family. But how long? How long do you gotta put up with it? Because I feel you, GloRilla. If it was me, GloRilla, this one right here would be left in the dust to never ever see me again. Because it's like, how much are you supposed to take from your sibling? You're not my kid. But let's continue.
Let's talk about it. Talking about some Indeed.com. This all really trying to get off. What you mad because everything you
She was mad about that Indeed. She was mad about that Indeed. So let me stop. Let me pause. So these were the receipts that GloRilla put up, basically saying that, this is the back and forth text messages between her mom and her. And so her mom said, thank you so very much. Really didn't want to ask because you already do so much for us. I thank you so very, very much for all that you do. I don't take it for granted at all. I really do love and appreciate you so much. God bless you for your honor, respect, and kindness and love shown to me. You're such a blessing to me. And when I become a millionaire, I got you. Meanwhile, I'll prayerfully keep you in God's hands continually. So this is from her mom to GloRilla. And, these are the receipts that the sister, Bro-Rilla, was saying, that's not, my mom don't text like that. That's not my mom's text. My mom wouldn't talk like that in a text message. So I don't know. The jury's out.
Oh, we used to have days when we wasn't eating.
But can we say, has this not been an eventful week for Bro-Rilla? Look how many lives.
But motherfucker ain't obligated. But you want to get on interviews and talk about the struggle. You want to talk about the struggle. But yeah, ain't one of us shining, fool. Ain't one of us shining. You got everybody else in this whole You giving money out. You bringing motherfuckers back around. You didn't cross you badly because Sanchez watch you get your ass beat. Oh, God. Watch you get your ass stomped. And I remember when Kalia did this shit. She watched you. And you brought her back around. And she went live about you. And you brought her back around. She on the stage with you. How the fuck is that for?
What Kalia with that? Let them know what you Kalia.
The Kalia that brought her. Yup. Yup.
Kalia Gavan?
Yeah, good Gavan. Kalia Gavan. Kalia Gavan.
So she's up here on the live saying other people's first and last names about who beat up GloRilla and all this other stuff. Would you want would you want to be around someone that reminded you of stuff like this? Like, okay, so what do you gain? What do you hope to gain from me by reminding me who beat me up or reminding me of my downfalls? What am is that going to make me now say, oh man, my sister knows all my business. Let me pay her. Please, then that's blackmail. Now that you got it all out, now that I know how you really feel, I can move forward the way I want to move, and there's no one that's going to tell me otherwise. There's no one that's going to be like, oh, that's your sister. You gotta work with her. You gotta love your sister. I could love you from afar. You
got Sanchez back around you. Saying no motherfucker come out some hate shit, bro. It's been 4 motherfucking years, bro. It's been 4 years. Then I'm seeing motherfuckers like, no, bro. Then
but she ain't talking about when she pulled the gun out on her.
Mama sitting here in this whole struggle. Y'all thought she bought a house. She did not buy my mama no motherfucking house. Stop lying. She did not. She bought my daddy a house with his trick ass. And then he got the smallest house on the block.
So he got a house though.
Talking about she retired. That man retired on his own time, and she didn't retire shit. On God. Fuck. And now y'all know what Gloss did. How did she got? Man, so look, all of us been struggling. We was homeschooled. All of us stayed in the same house, 3rd through 7th, darn road. Homeschool could not come out the fence. We could not come out the fence, bro.
They said they all were homeschooled. So it's 10 children in the home. Who was homeschooling these kids if the mom worked at FedEx? That's a good question. Because she made it seem like the mom was always working at FedEx. So who was homeschooling these kids? You know, they made it. I don't know how well. GloRilla made it. I mean, you know.
You remember? You remember, right? We could come out the fence. I used to sneak saying no motherfucker come out
So
the
that's
fence. It's been 4 motherfucking years, bro.
So that lets me know, or leads me to believe, the 2 people in the background might be 2 other siblings. Because remember I told you it's a split, 5 and 5. If I had to pick, I would say it would be a split of 5 good ones and 5 bad ones. My opinion. And even the 2 that are with her may be bad, but not as bad, because they were like, I told you not to go live. I told you not to go live. But she said to one of the sisters, you remember when we couldn't come out the fence? We were homeschooled and we couldn't come out the fence. You remember? And she was like, I remember. The one in the background, she was like, I remember. It sounded traumatic to her too. I hit a trauma coming from just that one statement of saying, I remember. So it leads me to believe that all of them, all 10 of them, had a trying experience in homeschool under heavy mannerisms of religion.
Y'all mad I'm talking about y'all favorite rapper. Y'all favorite rapper ain't shit, and I'm getting tired of it. Y'all mad. Fuck. Y'all talking about some she ain't obligated. How the fuck she ain't obligated when she want to sit here and all them interviews?
And then look, so this was like one of the first ones that she was, when she first was trying to expose her sister. And at the bottom it says, I don't know if you can see like right here. I paused it so I'm reading you see my mouse? I'm reading right here. So it says, and our parents are not straight. Our dad just borrowed $100 from our mom. Y'all think y'all know SHIT, but don't. I had to give my mom $1,800 on a $2,400 rent because y'all favorite rapper blocked her. I'm tired of being quiet. So this was probably like one of the first ones that dropped, which made everybody be like, whoa, what's going on with GloRilla and her family? And to see that, it would make you feel like, okay, yeah, maybe she's, not good with her family and she's not helping out the mom. Like, what's going on? But GloRilla legit has receipts. She has receipts. She helps her mom. She has receipts that she bought. She helps her dad. Now siblings is a little bit different. Like, I'm not your mom and I'm not your dad. You know what I'm saying? You're my brother or my sister. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But that's kind of like really where the limit stops.
We just talk about the struggles we've been through and they reach back and help none of us out. But got her friends around and shit. And my mama still working at FedEx. Y'all better get the fuck out of my face. Y'all man, I'm talking about y'all favorite.
So yeah, more stuff. So she said, and our mama working at FedEx. Bet y'all didn't know that, but Glow a millionaire. Yeah, alright. I'll really go live and expose y'all favorite rappers. Same mom, same dad, 10 siblings. Y'all think she this upright ass person when she really not. She ain't fuck with you since she got on, and I'm constantly getting acknowledgement for being her sister, and she ain't fuck with you at all. Gloria Woods, call my bluff. It's been 4 years. Why the media haven't seen your siblings? And don't say cause you protecting us. We still in Memphis. It's cause you talk about our struggles and you don't fuck with you. Oh, and you don't fuck with us. Excuse me. Nah, let's clock it. Is them friends obligated? The F out of here. That Jag she gave him didn't even have no gas in it. Let's talk about it. Oh my gosh. So this girl, it's always going to be something. You buy the car don't got gas in it. You bring the car full, like how am I going to pay for the insurance? There's always going to be something with these people. That's why to me I feel like a sibling like this, don't do nothing for them. The best thing to do is nothing. Because they won't ask you no more. You do one slight thing, here they come again with more. So that's what I would do if I was Glow. So what she said here now. All right, so it's kind of going into it. That's a few more things here because this girl had a busy week. Bro-Rilla had a busy week. So that's why I said I was going to definitely do a weekend review on this. So she said, not even the parents on guard, y'all ain't going to help y'all siblings. If y'all get rich, what the F? So that's the thing. A fool in his money soon shall part. You ever heard that saying? A fool in their money soon shall part. If you don't put protective barriers in place, set up a financial game plan for yourself, you could be broke faster than you got rich. And then if you have people that are not financially savvy around you, like siblings like Bro-Rilla over here, who just wants $2,500 a piece. Well, after you get $2,500 a piece, what are you going to do? Because you just said your mom's rent is $2,400. So that means next month you're going to need another $2,500. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be never ending. So no. Siblings are not entitled or obligated to help other siblings out. My opinion.
I told you.
So now this is Hellcat from Instagram. Proud woman from the LGBT community. She calls herself a stud. I don't. That's what she calls herself. And down here in the bottom, I don't know if you can see it. Pause it, zoom in if you need to. Go like this with your fingers if you're on your phone. Go like this. Because in the blonde right here, with the blonde hair right here, that's Bro-Rilla. And then with the red on right here, that's GloRilla. So these are the two twin sisters when they were actually more resembling twins versus not. So listen to what Hellcat has to say about Victoria, a.k.a. Bro-Rilla.
To be a stud, you gotta be a virgin. GloRilla's sister been pregnant 3 times. Nigga done beat that pussy up. Yeah. But look, it all makes sense. The hair weave, the quick weaves. You acting like a bitch towards Glow. You putting yourself in competition with Glow. That's cause you a bitch. And you been pregnant 3 times. Stems, hold that L. It's not a stars situation. Public service announcement. Studs, we back up.
So she basically is saying that she Victoria, aka Bro-Rilla, is not a stud. Don't The studs are not claiming her. They're not taking that L of saying she's part of their community. They're saying that she's a STEM, which is, I believe, is a stud that can go feminine. If I'm saying it correctly. Keep me honest out there, guys. So they're saying that she's a STEM because she wears her wigs and she's gotten pregnant 3 times, etc. She slept with men. So Scarface Woods, which is Bro-Rilla, aka Victoria, she had one thing to say. I ain't had no MFing A's. All right, so that was a direct response to Hellcat. A lot of people out there just saw this because Neighborhood Talk was, putting this up, and they said she has a message, but who's this message for? So if you didn't see Hellcat's message, then you didn't know what this was for. But she was directly talking to Hellcat that we just seen there. And I thought it was funny because that's what happens when you open up a can of worms, right? Like you didn't think it was nothing to talk about GloRilla and tell her business, right? Like, and they say people who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, right? But you thought nothing to talk about your sister getting beat up, your sister going through all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, to paint your sister in a bad light. You had no problem doing that. But now someone's coming to paint you in a bad light. And now you feel away. There's people that would come to your sister's rescue just off the rip that know your business. And that's how it goes. That's why it's like, be careful. They say that when you throw a stone, make sure you have 2. So you throw one that way and then throw one at yourself. Because it's going to open up the can of worms. And it did. So Hellcat jumped in the chat and said, she's a STEM. She's not a stud. She was pregnant 3 times. And this is what she responded with and said, I have never had a A. You see it on my screen. So now let's continue. Now we're going to go down into the realm of different people, other people that are basically reacting, content creators, reactions to this whole debacle this week.
Thousands of that. Got rats and roaches. And they being here made. We got ratchets. And she ain't obligated. She ain't obligated. Glow, it's been 4 years. I don't got no job. Cause I'm not obligated. Fuck we got work for. If she got it. By the time we ran out of beans, I ate a pregnant roach. 2 for 2. Before it was a 4 for 4. At Wendy's, we was already eating 2 for 2s. I'm bills obligated. But you got Rambo round here in cars. How many roaches you ate, GloRilla? I ate more roaches than you. So I'm is obligated. You got an obligation that you not obligating to. Tell them that, GloRilla. You say everything else, but you not.
Bitch, you ain't no singing, bitch.
So that was B. Lynn. So I follow her, and I believe it's her husband, boyfriend, I don't know. But they always reenact BMF with Charles and the wife. They always reenact the skits from BMF. And it's hilarious. And so that was her rendition on, she said, GloRilla's sister be on live like this. And she kind of did it. And it was a longer version of the skit. Definitely go over to her page and you can definitely see it in its entirety. So shout out to them. But it was funny. It was funny. And once again, when you open up a can of worms, they say when you throw a shot one way, make sure you keep a shot for yourself because it's coming back. And it's coming back. So as she was continuing on with her lives, Finesse 2 times, who's completely on the other side of the internet, doing, he's holding the whole other side of the internet down. And a lot of people are like, we need you to talk about Finesse 2 times. And I am, guys. I will be circling back on him or his own stuff. But it's a new day when Finesse 2 times swooped in and made this his issue. They said Finesse done swooped in and made this issue. And they said, now all jokes aside, the first sentence is the most accurate part. And listen to what Finesse 2 times has to say, his opinion.
I ate more roaches than you, so I'm as obligated. You got an obligation that you're not obligating to. Tell them that, GloRilla. You say everything else, but you not.
Bitch, you ain't no singing, bitch. You ain't no rapping, bitch. You ain't no motherfucking dancing, bitch. You's a gay bitch. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
And then, of course, you're seeing some of this, like AI is out there doing their thing, and they're basically taking a whole week and wrapping it up into an AI video. And they're basically saying that she stole or got the $2,500 from GloRilla, and she's running to FedEx to the mom's job.
The money.
So she went into the job, and that's her at the job.
Poppin' shit, you would think I went to school for chiropractic. Looking good as hell today, just sent my nigga 5 attachments. Why'd you come from me about a nigga, man?
You know me, YouTube. Okay. So then, a couple of content creators. So, word on the curb is Tory Lanez, from jail, has sent this girl money. This is her right here. This is GloRilla's sister, twin sister right here. She's tiny too. She's a tiny girl. But anyway, Tory Lanez allegedly has sent her money. That's what they're saying. And then there's a comedian, a content creator named Skinbone. He's from Chicago. Shout out to Skinbone. I don't know if he flew her out to Chicago. Did he go to Atlanta? Did Memphis? I don't know. But he linked up with her, and I've seen her in about 2 skits so far. But let's continue. This is the most recent one that I was able to locate.
He's a motherfucker. Fuck this nigga wrong, man. He don't tip me $3.
So she went from TMZ, a whole bunch of live interviews bashing GloRilla, to now she's doing content creation with comedians and content creators.
What's on DoorDash?
Damn, taking all day with the food.
Liver for skinny bones?
I ain't gonna lie. You look a little familiar.
My nigga, I'm just doing this to get my $2,500. Flat.
Well, stay fuck nigga free.
Now, the joke there is he's basically saying that she's a fuck nigga, in my opinion. So he told her to stay F nigga free or FN free. But, yeah, this was a skit that they did.
I hate heavy, hot and spicy, dumbass.
Yeah! All get in them up. This bitch that ate half of my hot and spicy.
I was so damn hungry, she ate off the go.
And then Suede the Remix God. You had a viral week when Suede the Remix God is doing a remix on you. So I'm not gonna stay long on it, but let's just take a quick gander.
She ain't off the gate. She ain't off the gate. Fuck out of here. She ain't off the gate. She ain't off the gate. She ain't off the gate. She obligated for sure. She sure. 2,500. 2,500. 2,500. 2,500. Flip. 2,500. 2,500. 2,500. 2,500. Flip. Clocking the clock and fit it. Clocking the clock and fit it. Clocking the clock and the clock and the clock and fit it.
It go hard though, I can't lie. Hey.
Clocking the clock and fit it. Clocking the clock and clocking the clock and fit it. Clocking the clock and fit it.
Hey.
I was so damn hungry, I damn near ate a roll. I was so damn hungry. I was so damn hungry.
Hey.
I was so damn hungry. Hey. I was so damn hungry.
And that's basically how we're gonna sum up this week here, guys. I thought that was super interesting. And on the bright side, I'm happy. Some people would be like, don't reward bad behavior. Like, they shouldn't have, Tory Lanez shouldn't have donated money towards her, or Skinbone shouldn't have, given her a job in content creation, or maybe TMZ shouldn't have paid her for the interview, right? Because TMZ was kind of feeling like it was comical if everything else failed. Like it wasn't nothing serious and life threatening, right? But still comical and interesting in news. So she had a good week, right? And I hope that the money she got from TMZ, from Skin Bones, from Tory Lanez, I hope that she shares it with her siblings. I really do. Because that was a whole argument, right? When you get money to share with your siblings. So I hope she shares it with her siblings that are in need. Because now you too are a popular sibling. You got Sway the Remix God remixing you. You're on TMZ. You know what I'm saying? I don't ever think GloRilla's been on TMZ, guys. Keep me honest. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that is where we're at with Victoria, aka Bro-Rilla, aka Scar in the Woods. Right? But right really quickly, before I leave, I did want to give you all a shout out. In particular, I got a list of people that I wanted to shout out. First off, I want to shout out anytime bail bond, aka Boss Lady Pretty Girl. Hey, thank you for the Cash App, mamas. I definitely do appreciate it. Shout out to you. And if any of you out there need a bail's bondsman for anything, we got anytime bail's bondman, bail's bonds. And I'm just make sure I'm gonna say it one more time. Anytime bail bond, aka Boss Lady Pretty Girl. Check her out, okay? If you need a bond, need some bail, or you need to bail somebody out, okay? So shout out to you there, mama. So thank you for the Cash App. I want to shout out B for Better out of Mississippi. She's a dope female MC. I've reacted to her music up here. I absolutely love B for Better. So thank you, B for Better, for the super thanks. I'm going to give you all an e-kiss on that one. Thank you for the super thanks. Also, I want to thank By Capricorn for the super thanks. Hey, thank you for the super thanks. Also, Charmed Nerd Locks. Charmed Nerd Locks, you already know I'm going to give you an e-kiss because we be rocking on a couple of platforms now. So thank you for that super chat. It does not go unnoticed. And then also, I want to shout out Kels Bells. And I hope I'm saying that correctly. Kels Bells, I want to give you an e-kiss. Now, I have to say, me and Kels Bells have come a long way. Because at first I thought that this subscriber did not like me because I was doing IAG content and used to cuss me out all the time. Cuss me out. And recently has given me a super thanks and told me to keep up the good work, and they are proud of what I do. So e-kisses to you, Kels Bells, and I'm happy that we have come a long way. Yes. Also, I want to shout out my mods, Tuesday Jones or Tuesday JONRS, Conservative Unicorn, and S. Hutchison. Let me give you all e-kisses out there. We will coordinate. We will get this live and get it, we will get times together because we're in 4 different time zones, if you will. But nonetheless, we're going to work that out. I got some more live premieres coming up for you all too, out there in all my talkers out there. So y'all stay tuned. And thank you for showing up on my live premieres, showing me that love, getting the trolls out of there. So thank you all for it. Let me give you all a cheer, and let me all give you all an e-kiss, okay? Because I've been wanting to do that and say thank you and give you a personal thank you to you all out there, So or any donations that you do, any Cash App, any super thanks, all it will do is go back into the channel to allow us to grow and become stronger. I plan on making my lives fun. Once we get to the point where we have enough members, I will do members only lives, which is going to be super fun. I have itineraries already set up, but I just need the members, guys. I just need a membership. And then, we're going to have fun together. We're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about in the privacy of our house, okay? But right there, I'm gonna leave it right there. I just wanted to say thank you all because they've been coming in. The super chats, the Cash Apps, thank you has been coming in. And I said, I do not want you to think that it's going unnoticed, and I don't want you to think that I'm just collecting it, because anything that you do to support me over here is gonna help this channel grow, because I'm here for you all, right? Because like I tell you all the time, if I did not have you all to talk to, who would I be talking to? All right, so let me give you another e-kiss on that one. And I'm going to leave y'all right there. And I'm going to tell you all to join me in the comments. Don't meet me there. Beat me there, okay? And right now, I'm going to hit you with the motto. And I'm going to leave you with the brand. If you like anything I do, tell a friend. If you don't like anything I do, tell a friend. And from my lips to your ears, you know I love you, right? But I need you to love me. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications. Hit the like button. Join me in the comments. And then once you're done, share it. Tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. And let me go back a little bit. When you hit that like button, it's going to swipe to the left. Hit that hype button. Hype me up, okay? And then share it with a friend. Tell a friend, tell a friend, and tell a friend. And until next time, it's your girl Gongali and the She Could Talk to podcast. And I'm out. Peace.
They talk about it. They talk about it. They talk